Okay, so we are starting our presentation on mindfulness. I'm Colby.
I'm
I'm
Bianca.
Bobby. Oh, I'm Bobby.
Asia.
Okay, so mindfulness is a base stress reduction. It's clearing your mind of stress, anxiety, and becoming conscious with your daily thoughts. Here's a little image of mindfulness and what it can offer you. So what is mindfulness? It is the quality or state of being conscious or aware of something. So having the ability to be aware of the present moment, calmly accepting your feelings, your thoughts, your bodily sensations without judgment or interpretation.
So what is MBSR? It is mindfulness-based stress reduction, the application of both meditation and yoga to help alleviate stress through the use of different techniques, including staying in the moment, body scan meditation, thought tracking, self-love meditation, and judgment-free acting and acceptance. Why use mindfulness? It is evidence-based research supports efficacy of mindfulness, helps to treat, manage, and reduce symptoms of multiple health conditions, and both mentally and physically will improve.
So when it comes to mental health in college students and nursing students, nearly half of all college students due to meet the criteria for a psychological disorder due to demands of college. Compared to other majors, nursing students are at an increased risk of developing mental health deviations such as stress, depression, anxiety. And this is due to the demanding nature between clinicals and homework and class and all of those things. So it definitely puts nursing students more at risk. And then MBSR for college students. So the benefits of it is it allows one to escape for a momentary period. It decreases the stress. It enhances adjustment to college. It increases coping mechanisms, increases optimistic approach, and decreases problematic abuse. So basically, it kind of lets you just relax for a minute and just focus on that one topic, try to get everything else out of your mind, which can help with depression, anxiety, and all of that stuff.
So how you notice if you should try mindfulness is if you have nervousness, agitation, fatigue, headaches, or difficulty concentrating. Those can be some of the symptoms that you do have a lot of stress or anxiety in your life. And if you try it, it can help you. It can help improve your relationships. It could help increase your empathy, decrease emotional reactivity, improve your cognition, increase cognitive flexibility, which is the ability to adapt behavior and thinking in response to the environment. It also helps improve your sleep, boost your immunity, reduces stress, and it might even help lower your blood pressure. So here's a video that we came up with to show you, and we'll pull it up for you and let you watch it.
Lydia, hey Lydia, you okay? Oh, yes, of course, Brandon. Never better. How are you? Did you finish your final exams?
No, I have one more exam tomorrow morning, and I'm totally overwhelmed. No one ever said college would be this hard. But wait, what are you doing?
I am practicing mindfulness. It's a meditation technique. I use mindfulness to control my stress during the day, especially during exam week. When I practice mindfulness, I can handle my stress and keep my focus. Come on, I have an extra mat. Brandon, roll it out and I'll show you how it's done.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Okay, Brandon, the key to mindfulness is relaxing and allowing your mind to acknowledge the physical sensations of your body and the thoughts that come into your head. This body scan exercise may help you stay focused throughout the day.
Okay, I'm ready.
First, lay back with your legs fully extended. You may keep your eyes open or closed, whatever helps you relax. Now, bring your attention to your breathing. Notice the air entering your nose, traveling down into your lungs, and expanding your chest. Then exiting as you exhale. You may notice noises around you or thoughts entering your mind. Acknowledge each one separately before moving on to the next. I want you to think of a leaf floating on a stream. Place each thought on a new leaf and watch it float away. Good. Now let's scan your body from head to toe, starting with your head, your scalp, and your hair. Begin to run your attention towards your neck and then your shoulders. As your shoulders relax, bring your attention to your chest, then to your abdomen, and from there to your back. Continue to relax each muscle. Focus now on your legs, then your thighs and your knees. Focus your attention on this moment, right here, right now. Now move to your calves, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Good, Brandon. Now focus your attention on scanning back up your body and on your breath. Slowly sit up, and we are finished for today.
Wow, it's been a long time since I felt this relaxed. I need to keep practicing this so I can get good at it.
All you need is a quiet space. Mindfulness is one of many tools to help manage stress. Today, we practice body scanning, which is one of many mindfulness exercises. Next time, we should consider finding a place with no distractions or interruptions, which will benefit our practice.
Thank you for teaching me this. I can see myself practicing mindfulness now and in the future.
No problem, Brandon. Glad to hear this was helpful. Feel free to join me anytime.
If in rush hour traffic, you can remain perfectly calm. If you
So I hope that helped a little bit, understanding some of those concepts. I'm going to pull up another link that people can watch if ever they get a chance, but it's a great TED Talk video about, oh, you don't have the link up here. Do you guys want to play the beginning of that one?
That's fine.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Mindfulness. It's really become quite the buzzword in recent times, even though mindfulness practices have been used for millennia. Most of us are in agreement that mindfulness practices are a positive thing and would benefit our life. There's an abundant amount of research illustrating the positive effect that mindfulness practices have on quality of life, improved focus, and decreased stress. From Fortune 500 companies to elementary schools, mindfulness practices are being used every day in practical application and controlled studies with wonderful outcomes. Unfortunately, most of us tend to pump the brakes when we think about sequestering even a small amount of time or a quiet space to practice mindfulness. You might think to yourself, a quiet space? 10 minutes? What? Forget it. I don't have time. We allow, out of survival in the moment, we allow screaming children, occupational pressures, general life stress, and technological distractions to consume our precious minutes. The result of brushing mindfulness practices aside is more stress and a decreased quality of life. What if I told you that the benefits of mindfulness could be obtained in as little as 30 seconds in almost any setting? You might think that I'm selling snake oil, or at a minimum, it's too good to be true. The reality is, it is true and is being done regularly by people that I've trained in the method that I'm about to share with you, ranging from elite athletes to doctors to parents. I first developed the technique I call the 3x3 method when my daughter was about 1 year old. For those of you with children, you know that parenting brings about great joy, but also an incredible amount of stress. I found myself experiencing increased muscle tension, headaches, and anxiety as I rushed on and on the carousel went. I became extremely uncomfortable, and so I set out to do something about it. Now, as a psychotherapist working in the high-pressured environment of the Silicon Valley, I am inherently passionate about mindfulness techniques. Thought I had it in the bag. I set out to give it a try. Unfortunately, I fell right into the hurry, 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 I don't have time trap. What'd that get me? More stress, more headaches, more anxiety, the whole thing. I kept plugging along and still had very little positive result. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try and get some feedback. I started wearing a heart rate monitor to gauge my physical response to different techniques that I was trying. Kept plugging along and still was not having the type of result that I had hoped for until I paired one of the most basic breathing techniques alongside one of the most basic mindfulness techniques. That's when it clicked. That was the game changer. My heart rate began to drop consistently. My psychological responses to stressors in the environment were significantly altered. Thus, the 3x3 method was born. The 3x3 method is extremely simple. All you're going to do is identify one physical object in the environment, name it, and take one deep breath and repeat it 3 times. Now keep in mind, most everyone that I've trained in this model looked at me like I was spouting nonsense until they tried it. So you're not alone if you're feeling that same way right now. And don't worry, we're gonna do it together in just a minute, okay? You wanna do it together? Yeah. All right. So I want you to find 3 physical objects in your environment. It can be anything. It can be your desk, someone sitting next to you, your computer screen, a lamp, literally anything. It's important not to fall into a particular trap that I've seen many people fall in, and that is to add subjective descriptors to the object, like, that's my favorite stool, or I really like Johnny. When we add these subjective descriptors, adjectives, etc., it brings about subtle emotional reactions that muddle the process. So you're simply going to say, that's a stool, nothing else. And when you name the object, you're going to do so in your mind, not out loud. If you're doing this at work or on the bus or on the train, people might start to think, you're having a little trouble that day, okay? And when you take your breath, you're going to do so through your nose or your mouth, whatever's comfortable for you. Ultimately, it is best if you choose the objects yourself, but for the sake of this talk and for us to do it together and things to be expeditious, I've picked out 3 objects for us. This pointer, that stool, and this screen. Ready to give it a try together? All right, here we go. That's a pointer. Take a deep breath. That's a stool. Deep breath. That's a screen. Another deep breath. So, how do you feel? A little less stressed? A little more relaxed? It's good, right? And it's insanely simple. I even use it at night if I wake up worried about the children or work or whatever it is and I can't get back to sleep. And you better believe that I was using it behind that curtain before coming out here today. Okay? And backstage, I even did what I call a 9x9, which is doing the whole process 3 times in a row. And you can do that too if you're ever really in a tight spot or coming out to give a TEDx talk. So when are you going to use the 3x3 method in your life? We all experience repeated stressors in our daily lives that tax our ability to stay present in the current moment, focus, and manage our stress. I want you to take a moment to think about one of these repeated stressors that you experience. It shouldn't be too hard. Everyone have something? Okay. So let's make a promise to each other. The next time that we experience one of these stressors, we'll use the 3x3 method to try and manage it. Deal? Great. So, what is the future of the 3x3 method? The people who are using the 3x3 method continue to inspire me in the myriad of situations and occupations and life settings in which they're using it. I have an elite runner using it during long races to keep stamina. A spine surgeon using it during complex procedures to stay calm. Even a
Okay, so we're actually going to call that an end so it doesn't cut us out in the middle on the end of that video. So, but we hope you enjoyed watching. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to say?
No.
So, okay. So we'll see you later.